Hi guys, it's Dylan from Bijou Diamond Jewellery in London with a slightly different video to usual. Today we're going to have a look at a rubber strap from a company called Rubber B. Let's have a look at what makes this strap slightly different to other straps on the market. So all the straps from Rubber B use a special rubber called vulcanized rubber. And that comes from the Roman god Vulcan, who is the god of fire. And vulcanized basically means to be heated. But it's not just heating that goes on with rubber for vulcanized rubber. When you vulcanize rubber, you actually add sulfur as well. And that strengthens the bond between the atoms within the molecular structure of the rubber. Basically, that means that the rubber is stronger, which gives it more resistance to wear and tear, more resistant to scratching, also more resistant to solvents and oils and water and just daily wear. So it's great for watch straps. It's also much stronger in terms of it's going to last longer. It also is less likely to break or tear or snap like some normal rubber straps are. And vulcanized rubber watch straps don't actually need to be coated in any resistive coatings because the strap itself is resistive to all different solvents, like I said, solvents and oils, so it's not necessary. So you basically get pure vulcanized rubber and no additional things put on top. The straps are actually made in Switzerland, and as far as I'm aware, they're the only straps in the world or on the market that are made in Switzerland that are aftermarket, so third-party strap companies, so specialist strap companies, rather than the straps you buy with your watch. And most other straps are made in China and other places around the world, but Switzerland is obviously famous for having really high-end craftsmanship and finishing and attention to detail. And obviously that's where most of the watches in the Swiss watch industry are made. So it's nice because the straps should, in theory, go with the whole luxurious feel that we get from our Swiss watches. And the straps are made in a factory that only makes straps. So that means, in theory, again, it should be making the highest quality straps it possibly can, the highest quality products, because they totally specialize purely in watch strap making. Unfortunately, there are a lot of companies out there that are making or copying Rubber B straps, but they don't make them in vulcanized rubber. So the quality is not the same. They actually make them from silicon or less high grade rubber. And that means that it will wear out over time, it will turn shiny, the finish will go, the color may fade, they will tear, they may break. So you're definitely not getting the same quality that you are from Rubber B. So just be careful when you're looking for rubber straps. Go to reputable brands like Rubber B because they are making the highest quality possible. Let's have a look at the fit and finish of these straps. The way they fit to the case on this Yacht-Master is amazing. There are a lot of straps out there that don't really fit very well. There's gaps. And yeah, it just doesn't quite conform to the shape of the watch, especially in the lugs, and it doesn't hug the case like this does. This looks amazing. Everything is perfect, everything is perfectly aligned. They use micro adjustments and micro measurements to be able to make sure that the rubber fits the watch case perfectly, and it shows because everything looks perfectly thought out. It's perfectly measured, there's absolutely no gaps, there's no movement on the case. Basically, it feels OEM. It feels like it's come direct from Rolex. It's absolutely perfect. Another thing that's great about these straps from Rubber B that sets them apart from other brands that make rubber straps is that where the lug pins are that hold the strap to the watch, those are actually reinforced. So in some other straps, those aren't reinforced. And what that means is the pin will bend. And we've had a few clients that have bought cheap aftermarket straps and the pins have bent and they've had to buy new straps from Rolex, and that's not a cheap thing to do. So by these being reinforced, it means that if you were to impact that area, it wouldn't bend, and also if you're pulling and wearing your watch really tight, it's not going to bend the pin because the whole strap is rigid at that top area. The general feel of this strap in terms of fit it is totally OEM. It feels like comes straight out of the Rolex factory. The quality is just so nice. There's such attention to detail, and they do that across the whole line, Rubber B, not just the Yacht-Master we're looking at here. All the Rolexes, the APs have got a really cool, unique design, and the Patek straps they offer are really nice as well for the Nautiluses. Everything is just really about attention to detail. That's absolutely what Swiss watches are about, and I think it's really nice that they've taken that same ethos and carried it over to something that most people would just consider as a very simple part of a watch, something that maybe you wouldn't think about, the strap. But actually, a strap can completely change a watch, and they've totally put all their attention into working out what's going to really complement that watch's design. Now let's have a look at the finish. The finish on this strap is amazing. And what is strange is there are big Swiss watch companies that are huge in the industry, and they don't offer straps that are anywhere near to the level of quality and fit and finish that this strap is. So I think there's brands out there, the big brands, that have a lot to learn from people like Rubber B. The quality is amazing, feels amazing on your wrist. It's so smooth, the vulcanized rubber. When you vulcanize rubber, you get rid of that tacky feel, the sticky feel to rubber. So it fits really nicely on the wrist. It doesn't tug or pull hairs. It's extremely comfortable to wear. I love the satin finish to the strap. And the great thing about these vulcanized rubber straps, and especially the Rubber B ones, is that over time they won't turn shiny. They may get a slight bit of wear and tear in terms of if you wear it a lot, you might get a slight shine, but compared to normal rubber and silicone straps that other people sell from other aftermarket rubber strap brands, these won't turn anywhere near as shiny as those. Another really cool thing about the finish on these straps is this particular one we're looking at is one of their Volchromatic straps, which involves two colors of rubber. Most other brands would glue the minor color onto the major color, so the red onto the blue here, for example, or they would bond it somehow, or they'd actually just paint the blue rubber with red. Whereas Rubber B don't do that. They use their patented technology, which allows them to fuse the two rubbers together, which means the color is not going to fade over time. Your red strip here, like we see on this one, is not going to fall off because it's not been glued, and it won't wear away, it won't fade with the sun. So they've thought really about how they can make the strap last for as long as possible, and also at the same time feel very, very luxurious and high quality, which is actually quite difficult to do for a rubber strap, because a rubber strap is something that usually is kind of meant to be used and abused and meant to be quite sporty, but no, they've really gone to a different level here. It feels extremely luxurious. They're just attention to detail in terms of engineering and developing new concepts and new technologies to make sure that a strap lasts for as long as possible and doesn't fade and feels extremely comfortable, but most important of all, is strong enough and not going to wear out and then suddenly a watch just drops off. You know, they've really thought about how they can engineer an incredible piece to complement your watch. And that's a really important thing. They've really thought through how they can complement each watch. Every single thing they design is totally different to another watch. You know, they haven't just done the same strap for every single watch in the Rolex collection. They also really look at colors and how to complement the watch with colors, and it's unique to every single piece again. So same with the general design of the strap. The colors, for example, on this one here, that red matches that red hand. They've really thought about what will look good for each piece and what will complement that design. And that, like I said, attention to detail is very Swiss and very high end. It's all about luxuriousness. It's all about quality. The moment you feel it, you realize, wow, this is on another level. This is not just a rubber strap. Installation wise, it is actually very easy to install. You just remove the two pins, the lug pins, then you have to unscrew one part near the fold over clasp, and then inside the clasp you pop out a pin in there, remove the bracelet, and then add everything back in reverse order for the strap. You cut, so same as you do on an Aquanaut from Patek, you cut the notches to cut to your size, and recommend that you don't cut too many. If you cut too much, then you can't add on. So just cut one notch at a time until you get to your position. What I did when I was fitting this one is I just put it up against the bracelet and kind of judged if that was the same length or not. And then I just left an extra notch in the end so that there was room in case the client wanted to make it bigger or smaller. Would I own this strap? 1000%. Would have I owned this watch beforehand on the bracelet? Probably not. If you look at the bracelet now, it looks totally different. The watch is completely different looking when it's on the bracelet. It's so big, it's quite loud, it's quite blingy in a way, it's very shiny, it's not very stealthy, and to be honest, it's not very sporty. You wouldn't really want to wear it on a yacht because you might dink it on one of the rails or whatever, or scratch it. So it's a Yacht-Master, but really not that suitable for a yacht. Whereas you put it on the strap and it becomes a totally different watch. It feels so much more comfortable in my opinion. The suppleness of the strap, the soft feel of the strap feels amazing on the skin. Having that on the clasp as well feels very, very luxurious. It's very easy to put on. Tang buckles can be a little bit harder, but these are just great to be able to put your actual clasp on there. This watch would be something I definitely wouldn't have owned before. but now that it's on this strap, I 1000% would consider this piece. It makes it so much more subtle, but it also makes it more sporty in a way. And in a way, I know that sounds weird, but it also makes it look a little bit more smarter. I feel that deep navy is very, well, the navy and gold combination is such a stunning combination. It's such a cool look. It's very sporty, but very royal at the same time. So for me, it elevates the watch in both directions by making it more casual and also making it slightly more dressy. I know that's a difficult thing to understand, you know, two in one, but it does in a way. And that overall makes the watch more wearable because you can wear it on more occasions. For any of you out there that own a Rolex sports watch, I know a lot of you love the bracelet, but I would seriously consider, if I were you, looking at a rubber strap from Rubber B, because this will completely change your watch. You will literally feel like you own another piece because it is so cool, so comfortable, and amazing for everyday wear. You're not going to scratch it because it's just rubber. And the scratches, actually, if you do scratch it, you can just get an eraser and they just vanish away, whereas obviously you can't do that on a bracelet. So there's plenty of advantages of wearing a rubber strap over a bracelet. Thanks guys for watching. Let us know in the comments if you like this Rubber B strap. Definitely go and check them out online. There's a link in our description. And if you want to know anything about the rubber straps, feel free to contact us or contact them. We can help you out. We'll let you know more about the straps. Let me know in the comments if you want to see an installation guide on how to install a strap on a watch. Maybe I'll do a comparison between these and maybe a pearl-on strap. Let me know in the comments also what you think of this strap. Would you own this watch on this strap? What strap would you like to get for your watch? Let us know in the comments. Thanks guys for watching.